It says, which set of information is true if given the equation of the circle? In this, it says the equation of the circle A is given here. Okay, so it means that the center is at -3, -4. Let's write that out. So here's our equation. X minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 16. Remember, in this equation, it's x minus h plus y minus k equals r squared. We're trying to find the center, and since these are inside, we always thought inside opposite gives us our center. So the opposite of this would be 3, and the opposite of this number would be 4. That's the center of this circle. That does not match. This is not true. Let's look at B. Here they give me my equation of the circle, so I'm going to go ahead and write that. X minus 12 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 4. And it says this means the radius of the circle is 4. Well, remember, this is r squared. So r squared has got to equal 4. If we take the square root of both sides, the radius is actually 2. It's not 4. So B is not correct. Let's look at C. We've got for C, the equation is x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 4y minus 20 equals 0. And they give me the center. In order to get the center, we need to put this back into standard form. This is in general form. So when we put it in standard form, the first thing we do is we add the 20. So we have x squared, and we put all the x's next to each other, minus 2x plus y squared plus 4y equals, if I add 20 to both sides, 20. So we group our x's, we group our y's, and we move the c, the number, the constant. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make this a perfect trinomial square. So we're going to group the x squared minus the 2x, and I'm going to be adding some number here. I'm going to do the same with the y's. Y squared plus 4y, we're going to add some number, and then that's going to equal this 20, but we need to make sure that we add those two numbers. I'm running out of room, sorry about that. Alright, so let's take this b, divide it by 2, and square it, because that's how we make it a perfect trinomial square. Take the b value, divide it by 2, that's -1, and -1 times -1 is +1. What I add to one side of the equation, I add to the other. We do it again with the y. Here's my b, it's 4. We divide it by 2, and we're going to square it. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So I'm going to add 4 here. What I add to one side, I add to the other. Now we're going to factor on the left. So if I factor, I made this a perfect trinomial square, so square root of the first, square root of the last, sign from the middle, plus, factor this, square root of the first, square root of the last, sign from the middle, and again you could have done the factor x to find that as well. And then this is 20 plus 1 plus 4, which is 25. There's my standard form. Let's see what the center is. Remember, inside opposite, so opposite of -1 is 1, and then opposite of 2 is -2. That matches. This has got to be my answer, but let's look at C. It says that the equation here we've been given, it says that means that x equals 4 is tangent to the circle. When you have a tangent line, that means it intersects the circle at exactly one place. So let's graph this one really fast, just to kind of get an idea of what's happening here. The center is at 5, -2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2. Okay? And then this is radius squared, so the radius is really 2. So that means we're going up 2 units, down 2 units, to the right 2 units, and to the left 2 units. And then basically this is what our circle looks like. And then from here, let's graph the line x equals 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see how that's a secant? It crosses the circle in more than one place. If we had x equals 3, that would have been a tangent line. But x equals 4 goes through the circle twice in 2 places, so that makes it a secant, which is why it's not answer choice D.